Hello, Robert Guitron, Joe Aguilar with Jag Digital Services. Hey, I spoke with Nicole yesterday, and she asked me if I called, and I said no. I got in really late, but I called you today, and of course I get a voicemail. Last time you called, I called right back, and I thought it was your cell, and I got a voicemail. Left you a message, and then when you emailed, I emailed back and sent you a video overview. So this is another one I'm going to do for you right now. So just so you can see, if we look back on August, and yeah, it's going to bill you, like every other week, a week or so, depending on your account setup, which I didn't set this one up originally. Typically, I try to have my clients bill twice a month, mid-month, and then end the month. At the end of the month, and of course, anything that needs to be billed, it's got to get closed out. That's just how they work. But you can see here. Yeah, it was $2,800. Cost per click, CPC was $19. That's about the average in your industry over there. 151 direct link clicks to the site with 135 converting on the site. So we don't have bad numbers. We got good numbers. You want to be at 2.5 to 3.5 here. 2.97 on that ad, 133 there, 273 there. So 98, and this is just off of 2 weeks of data. It's really hard to get good measurement. This for sure is impressive. You can see Quote Wizard there, the Consumer's Advocate. I don't know why that, I guess there's a lot of fraud in your business over there. My Hippo, and you can see Lemonade. All those are big monster quoting machines. If you've not ever seen their sites, they're pretty slick, and they also offer farmers insurance. You can see EverQuote is there, same thing. Progressive, Farmers is there. Western Mutual, then a bunch of other little companies, Travelers, and independent agents and stuff. So here's the thing, man. We got you visibility with your site, and we're keeping you around. You see the pop-up box. It says 2.6 average position if you read down that box. You want to stay at 3 or above, so we're not paying for position 1 or 2, which would have been $5,000 to $10,000 easy. We had to shoot this off to see what we had, but it took off more than what we anticipated. But at this point, we really weren't sure, because this campaign structures that y'all had, we try to use what was there instead of rewrite the book. And then I ultimately had to fix it to what we know works, and then of course it took off well. That's exactly what you want, and the days, times, and hours are really middle of the week and average during the day. You don't have tremendous activity on the weekend, surprising. The search terms are great. Everybody looking for homeowners insurance, USA, Geico. You're showing up, brother, quite a bit, which is great. A couple of things to reduce it. Besides just reducing the daily budget, you can reduce the strategy. I don't know. Sometimes it could backfire. There were some clicks here that popped up that I clicked as negative keywords so that we don't pay for those clicks. So sometimes some searches can come in. I don't have it on a broad match. I have everything on exact or phrase match, which means I got to type it pretty close to what we're asking for. And it's really homeowners insurance, home insurance, fire insurance, every which way you can maybe name it on a search, right? Companies that do that type of thing. So you can see what happened there, and yes sir, you wanted 1,000. I was saying 2, maybe 3, but we said we'll try with 1,000. So you wind up in your area, it doesn't look like you could really do it for that, but I've reduced it, and you can see it's $14 a click here. I got it down. Your total cost right now is $241. So relative clicks to the site, 17, and 15 of those converted. So you're still getting there, but look at here. We are getting 2.41 conversion. So conversion is increasing as the thing continues to season. Look at that one. 7% conversion. That's above benchmark, which is 4, right? That's just with 70 impressions. So our impression share is going to reduce, which I modified your campaign to get the cost down. So you're still holding 2.7. If we drop off into the 3s, these guys, all these little digital marketing companies are the ones that are making it cost you a bunch of money. Farmers and the other insurance companies who are below you actually help you, because you wind up on their searches at their page, on top of their page. But these guys are all on top of you, okay? So you're going to have to pay to play a little bit in your industry and in your market because you've got these kinds of companies. And I think that's really in any market that these companies exist, which looks like they are heavy West Coast. So to give you an idea, it's performing well. It's doing great. This is going to dramatically change these lines because we changed the structure of bidding and the structure of what we're paying for. We're not paying for clicks anymore. We're paying for conversions only. But we had to get enough traffic through there for Google to allow us to do that. They don't offer it up front. I was able to do that in 2 weeks. Sir, it typically takes, 30, 60 days, mostly 45 days of data before they allow someone to switch. So just so you know, we have the ability to be effective. But what we don't want to do is just drop it down so much that you just get absolutely no activity. And for the cost, it's almost not worth it. My recommendation is to increase that budget to 2 to 3, and we can continue to rock it and hold that position. If you're going to stay at 1,000, that's about $35 a day. I can't promise you the greatest results. You'll still get some, but it's just not. When you got these guys here that are probably spending $10,000, $15,000 a month, it's going to be hard to hold that position, and then you'll wind up in this sea of grayness down here that's down there. Those guys are just hoping to be found. Farmers doesn't care, to be honest with you, because they run a ton of commercials. So they're not worried about capturing market share. They already have a line item market share. They're just trying to hold it. You're trying to capture market share, sir. So, and that's what all these little digital companies are doing. See, Farmers is paying these guys to go out there and get the same person you're trying to get. See, think about that. So what we can do with a smaller budget is be effective, but it's got to make sense budget. If you want to stay at 1,000, we'll leave it there, sir, and you're adjusted to run only that this month. But if you can increase it to 2 or 3 or 2,500, I'll adjust it to only that and make it cap at that. When we finally got this discombobulated campaign set up, organized, it fired like a rocket because we hit the target pretty strong. Anyway, there it is. Appreciate you, man. Looking forward to growing your PIF, which is the goal. Get you the traffic to get the PIF. Hopefully the conversion on your site and or on the phone is rocking. But for food for thought, you might take a look at those. So I'll just give you, for instance, if you go to Quote Wizard, I mean, check it. Pretty clean. Just zip code, get a quote, and look at who all they offer, sir. Farmers is paying them to bring them business against you, and you're their agent. They probably don't see it that way. They're probably seeing maybe capture market share, but how many customers are in the space, right? Think about it. You go here, My Hippo, okay? They're pretty big. They've got a great budget. I know some of the people behind that. Theirs is more of a custom design, and they focus on the different tragedies that can happen to a homeowner. Great angle, right? Have you ever had this happen to you? And look at those insurance companies. Instead of them paying dollars, they're paying for someone to be a presence capture. Sorry about that. And let's see, the next one is Lemonade. Okay, lemonade.com. You wouldn't think that's insurance, right? Look at that. Forget everything you know about insurance. This one is a totally different approach. Just black and white lines with a little bit of color. Homeowners as cheap as 25 bucks a month. Might call that. So, give you an idea. This is what you're up against. These guys are gonna stomp the crap out of, Farmers, Progressive, Western Mutual, any of these regular guys, because they don't have to. They already have a big presence. All they're after is market share, and what a better way to do it is use somebody else to go get what you're fighting for. So now that you understand, $1,000 is not going to probably hold this position that we've got you in. You may drop to 3 or below, which means when people search anything else, you may not be found. For now, we got to grow this campaign. We got to get you indexing more because it looks like it's not ever really been done. Your seasoned site is there, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not been tied to a Google campaign and strategy that gets indexed by Google. So we're here to help you. Hopefully you caught all that. 817-368-1768 is the cell. Please reach out to me, call or text, and let's talk at least twice a month so we can check on it. But admit, that second week of the month and then toward the end of that third week, so we kind of know where we are and what's happening. Appreciate it.